A teenage mother abandons her kid, yet decades later, a miracle occurs. In the sleepy town of Woolworths, where secrets have been whispered for generations, lives a woman named Anna Baker. At the tender age of 14, when most girls are navigating the turbulent waters of adolescence, Anna found herself thrown into the merciless current of adulthood. Like most, she had dreams of carefree laughter and teenage adventure. However, destiny had other plans. The Baker household was rife with family conflict, with Anna struggling to cope with a reality that extended beyond her pregnancy. The drama was weighing heavily on Anna's shoulders, and she couldn't confide in her parents. Instead, she sought solace in the privacy of two close friends who formed an alliance against the world's critical glare. Anna's delicate shoulders weighed more than she could have imagined, and her life was shaped by the chaos. As the truth unravels, Anna faces the cruel judgment of the world, expelled from school. Her father's letter casts Anna into the harsh winds of uncertainty, and she seeks refuge at her boyfriend's house. Anna's father's ultimatum, stating that the baby would be put up for adoption, casts Anna into the harsh winds of uncertainty. Despite the protests of a mother who had yet to cradle her child, an offer of sanctuary from Anna's family, her older sister Elena, threatens to cast them into the abyss of familiar exile. Arrangements are made for Anna to reside in a mother and baby unit, entangled in the complex dance of pregnancy and uncertainty. Within the sterile walls of the facility, Anna gives birth to her newborn daughter Esther. Anna's heart fills with a love that she had never known, and she later confesses that Esther was her own baby. At the tender age of 15, Anna is forced to say goodbye to her newborn daughter, Esther. She whispers promises of a future encounter, but the echoes of Esther's cries reverberate through her heart. Anna's grief continues through the decease, and in the quiet moments of reflection, the opportunity for a reunion emerges. Long Lost Family, a well-known television program, has often served as a beacon of hope for those separated from their loved ones. This was the case for Anna Baker, who, after 5 decades, decided to seek out the daughter she had to give up so many years ago. The show took on the poignant task of bridging the gap between Anna and her daughter Esther Jones, who, unbeknownst to Anna, had been silently observing her biological mother from afar through the lens of social media. As the show navigated the intricacies of their reunion, it underscored the profound impact of reconnecting with lost family members, providing both Anna and Esther with a chance to heal old wounds and forge new memories together. Throughout the quiet hours of the night, Esther avidly followed the threads of Anna's life that were woven across social media. Each post offered a glimpse into the woman who had brought her into the world and became a bittersweet connection. An internal struggle, a tempest within her heart prevented her from reaching out directly, fear whispering tales of potential rejection, the chance of discovery, a serendipitous stance of fate that occurred after a casual comment made by a friend in the middle of a conversation about adoption. "Would you like me to ask you to find your mother?" The words were a ray of hope hanging in the mistake. When the digital star glistened on her phone screen that evening, with excitement coursing through her veins, disbelief hovered on the edge of her consciousness as Esther set out on a journey through the virtual hallways of social media. The discovery happened almost too quickly for her to process. In a profile picture, she saw a reflection of herself, a mirror image that defied the boundaries of time. Despite the digital proximity, Esther hesitated to reach the walls of anonymity during the silent hours of the night. Her partner and friends, who were aware of her quest, encouraged her to reach out, and a silent dance ensued between the desire to bridge the decades-long gap and the fear that lingered in the shadows. In the meantime, Anna carried on with her voyage in the present tense, oblivious to her daughter following the contours of her life through pixels. The story revolves around Anna, a teenage girl who faces expulsion from school, strain from family, and the heart-wrenching decision to leave her newborn daughter. The weight of these choices is palpable, as the layers of emotion reveal the scars of a past that shaped Anna and the daughter, navigating the complexities of reunion from afar. The heartbreaking goodbye between Anna and her newborn daughter Esther in the stark walls of the mother and baby unit is explored. A tender moment unfolded as Anna held Esther in her arms. The tenderness of the moment hung in the air like a delicate melody. Their exchanged gaze bridged the silence between mother and child. An unspoken yet profound promise lingered in the depths of Anna's eyes, an assurance that the story was not concluded, but merely paused. "I bonded with her right away," Anna reflected, her voice a gentle reflection of the affection she experienced. But destiny? It was relentless in its progress and required a difficult breakup. At the age of 15, Anna had to face the unbearable burden of bidding farewell to the daughter she had just started to know. As she grew older, she whispered promises to her newborn daughter Esther, saying things like, "When you grow up, we might bump into each other in Woolworths and you'll remember me and I'll remember you." This was a vow made in the shadow of parting, weaving a thread of hope into the fabric of an uncertain future. The door closed, dividing mother and child. As Anna entered a world permanently changed by that farewell, there was a physical chasm that met the emotional gap that would last for decades. The picture taken of her during her pregnancy served as a visible reminder that even though their connection was broken, life went on. Anna was relentless in her march, which saw her through the following years. At 16, she accepted marriage and had more children. Trixie. Even though Steve, Andrea, and Stacy came to be her life's pulse, the hole created by Esther's departure continued to pulsate beneath the surface of comforting joy. Even in the midst of the affection that surrounded her, Anna could never shake the feeling that something was missing. A daughter who only existed in her dreams, a ghost of the past that followed her everywhere. Now that she was in the loving care of adoptive parents, Mitchell and Nia, Esther lived the childhood depicted in hues of happiness. The details of her upbringing revealed themselves like a treasured storybook, a tale written by the affection of parents who, despite not being her biological parents, accepted her as their own. However, as Esther grew older, unquenchable curiosity about her roots began to take root. When Esther's adoptive mother passed away when she was 18, she set out to discover the person who had given her life. Ironically, Anna and Esther's paths coincided. The irony of fate's design was revealed when Anna, who lived in Barnsley, assumed that Esther's adoptive family came from a different area. Their lives almost crossed paths on several occasions, and the closeness of their neighbors held the much-anticipated reunion arranged by the sympathetic hands of long-lost family arrived like the finishing touch to a painstakingly woven tapestry. As adults, Anna and Esther faced each other for the first time. The weight of decades of separation led to a tidal wave of emotions, destroying the barriers that held their stories captive. Unbidden but cathartic tears flowed freely, bridging the gap between a mother and her daughter who had endured life's storms in seclusion. Reaching deep inside her heart, Anna unveiled a symbolic gift, a bracelet that held the key to her life. The bracelet was studded with 5 exquisite charms, each of which symbolized a beat of Anna's journey. Trixie, Steve, Andrea, Stacy, and the daughter who had stayed a whisper in the winds of memories, the weight of the charms transcended the physical realm in those quiet moments of their first meeting, when Anna placed the bracelet around Esther's wrist, and the weight of their shared past rested between them. Looking into Esther's eyes, Anna felt a sense of completeness that overwhelmed her, a profound realization that in this reunion, she had found the missing piece of her life's puzzle, the ache that had pulsed beneath the surface of familial joy. Anna expressed a sentiment that transcended the complexities of the past. "We just talk and talk, there's no awkwardness when one of us stops speaking, the other one starts. It's as if we've always been part of each other's lives," she confessed. In the last act of this poignant odyssey, Anna declares with confidence that her life is finished and proclaims the fulfillment that now flows through her veins.